The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
There's a good guy in America and his name's Matthew McConaughey.
Is that because he's a good guy?
All right.
Well, he's a guy. It's a good guy. He was living in a trailer there for a while, wasn't he? Remember? He shed his all of his personal wealth.
Worldly.
And shucked up in one of those silver Airstreams.
Isn't that what Jason Momoa did as well after he split from his
Must be a real freedom.
Yeah.
So that was after Aquaman, or?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit of a fizz
After he split
Aquaman too,
from,
possibly. He's like, I'm shedding this.
Lisa Bonet, yeah.
We've got Jason Momoa on next week. And we're playing this. Did you? I'm not serious. I'm not joking. Did you see it on the board? Yeah.
No, you might take it. I don't know about this one.
Anyway, so this has been resurfaced, right? So why are people trying to cancel people? Anyway, I feel like people are
they're bored.
I think people are going into into the World Wide Web and
Into the
trying to
archives.
dig up stuff to try and cancel celebrities. I don't know if this is an attempt or not, but this is an Aussie journalist about to do an interview with Matt. So when we do an interview, we're in like a waiting room, a virtual waiting room, and then we can sort of see the other interviews popping up, and then suddenly someone will announce it's your turn, how much time you've got. If it goes for too long, they'll press a tone or they'll come in and tell us how much time we've got left. So that's the behind the scenes. So this is the Australian journalist speaking to Matthew McConaughey and getting corrected.
Hi, Matt. I'm Matt Kalia from Pedestrian TV in Australia. Thanks for chatting with me.
Hello, Matthew, please.
Hello,
Matthew, please.
He does not. Now, I did not know this, and we've interviewed him before. He does not like to be called Matt. It is like, so when there are movie projects or whatever, there is a memo put out.
Yes.
Do not call Matthew Matt. Because
It's funny because that journo's name was Matt.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm a Matthew clearly as well, so therefore it's okay for me to call you Matt because people call me Matt. But no, wasn't having it.
His problem is, he stems from when he was a kid. He said, when my mum was mad, I was called Matt. I was in kindergarten and my mum was the teacher. My buddy said, hey, Matt, want to go and play on the monkey bars? I ran out and said, I'm halfway to the monkey bars. I feel this hand on my shoulder and wham, I got slammed to the ground. I look up, it's my mother in my face and she's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going to go play on the monkey bars with John. She said, who is? And I said, I am. And she said, what's your name? And she goes, Matthew. And she goes, don't you ever answer to Matt again. I named you Matthew from the Bible. So I was like, yes, ma'am. If anyone calls me Matt today, I know they don't know me well. He didn't know you well, did he?
No, that's right, exactly.
But you think when you get older as an adult, particularly, there's Matts everywhere, obviously. We know that. And most prefer to go, I think there's more Matts than there's Matthews out there.
Matthew sounds formal, whereas Matt sounds like what your friends would call
Matthew,
you.
you're in trouble.
Now, this is insane, right? So our boss, David McClung, right? We've known him for decades, right?
Yep.
And he's actually very, very... David and I are quite good friends. And for years, until just probably a couple of years ago, was calling him Dave. And then one day...
we're all calling him
Dave. But even in person, we spent personal time together. Never was I once corrected.
No.
And then one day he decided to say, I prefer David.
He did.
And we said, what, from now? And he goes, no, always.
No, he didn't say anything.
It took him 20 years to get the courage.
This is the funny thing, Shaun, because I would never correct anyone.
Is this a good time to tell you I want to be called Natalie?
I know. But
I don't care.
It's so funny now because you're Nat on here, but a lot of people say you for the most of the show reference Natalie. See, just then Nat is Natalie, and I said, I don't know. I've just always Natalie'd her.
Yes.
Luke McGregor was on our show the other day. You and him partnered up.
Yes, we did.
In
So
the F word.
beforehand, I said, Luke goes, what do you think the team should be? And I said, it's up to you, Luke. It's all up to you. And he goes, actually, I might just go with you. And I said, all right, no worries.
Because you were sitting right next to him as well.
Yeah, cool. So then he goes, all right, and then we're on air, and he goes, all right, the game round. Who are you going to go with? He goes, Shaun. He thought my name was Shaun. And then you went, and then his face was like, oh. And still I didn't correct him.
I've had people say Nathan to me.
I don't correct them. I correct them if it's Natalie because I take that insulting just because I don't have boobs.
No, but like people call you Nat because they get confused about that as a short, like Nat Fife as a shortening of Nathan.
It's like, well, which one's the girl then?
I remember I've told you this one before, guys, but when we had Des Headland move over from the Brisbane Lions over to Fremantle, and Luke Toyer for some reason decided to call him Les one day, and then of course Des like, hey,
funny.
My name's Des, don't ever call me Les, and so then from then on Sean.
You called him Les.
Called him
you
Les.
have to. We want to know if you have to correct people about the proper usage of your name, or maybe somebody has said it to you after a very long time.
No, my name is Matthew, not Matt.
Yeah, and if it's like your name's Julie and you hate being called Jules, Sharons must hate Shaz.
Yes.
They must.
Tyler in Canning Vale. Hi, Tyler.
Hello.
All right, Tyler. Okay, so let's guess, right? So Tyler,
is it you?
Is it about you? Yep. No?
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Is it Ty? Is it Ty? Do you reckon he'd be
don't
upset
call
with
me Ty.
Okay, go Tyler, tell us.
No, it's actually not my first name, it's my surname.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And my surname is Macri, Macri, and my boss called me McCree for about 4.5 years until one day, I don't know why I corrected him, but until one day I just had enough and said, you know what, it's not McCree, it's actually Macri.
What did you say?
He's just like, why'd you take so long to tell me? I said, I don't even really know, to be honest. I just sort of went with it.
It's probably because you're younger at the time.
I had enough.
I know a lot of Macris out there. G'day to all the Macris that I know.
Tyler, I feel your pain because my last name is Locke. You go, it's very simple, right?
Yeah.
Except there's a silent E on the end.
Yeah.
And every now and then people go, it happens a lot, yes, when people just see your last name. They'll go, Miss Lockie, and I'm like, no. But like they do it on when you're getting on the plane and they look at your boarding pass.
But I like it.
And I'm like, I'm not going to change. I can't be bothered correcting them. I'm never going to see them
I like
again.
it. You should be so lucky.
Lucky.
Lucky. I like it.
I don't mind Tyler McCree. He sounds like he could be an American.
That is so funny, though. Your boss would have gone home that night and gone, this kid at work.
He hasn't said anything for 4.5 years. Tyler, that's amazing.
About that.
Oh, that's
nice,
so good.
Tyler.
Thank you. Debbie, hello.
Good morning. How are you
Hi,
guys?
Debbie. All right, so Debbie, is this about you and your name?
It is.
Okay, so wait there. Let us guess.
Do you not want to be called Deborah? Is that the problem?
Deborah?
What is it?
No, I don't like that either because it's not my name. But the one that really gets under my skin, and it sounds ludicrous, it sounds really petty, but is Debs.
Debbie. So just to be clear, you're called Debbie. You were christened Debbie, not Deborah?
I was actually christened Debbie Ann, yes.
Debbie
Ann. Little Debbie Ann that works down at the milk bar. Little Debbie Ann in the cut-off denim shorts. You know Debbie Ann. You know Debbie Ann. Debbie Ann, she looks after the Walters kids.
The one with the pigtails.
Debbie Ann.
Debbie Ann, got it.
She's a good girl.
Pretty much like little Miss Pitty Longstocking. That's me.
Do you correct people all the time?
Look, I don't because I realise it comes from a good place, but it just makes me feel like it's so common and condescending. Like, Deb, can you pass me that?
And also, it's the same brand as that powdered potato. Remember?
Oh yeah. Don't worry, I got reminded of that a few times over the years. For some weird reason.
Debs, that is terrible.
Debs.
This is the thing. We don't know. You just don't know. You think someone's a normal name, you think everything's fine. And there is a lovely thing of a familiarity when you shorten someone's name.
Yes, that's right. It means
we're
that
friends.
they like you.
We're friends.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Debs, that sucks.
Yeah, love your work, Debs. Thanks, mate. Liam's in Wellard. Hello.
How you going?
Hey, good, Liam.
Liam, is there something that you don't like to be called?
I get my name extended for no reason. My name's Liam, and they call me William on every telephone, booking, bank, insurance, and it's like they're not going to find me. Why extend my name to someone else's? And I just hate William as well, so... Yeah, double conundrum.
But also, they're two different names.
Yes.
They're just putting Will on the front of Liam.
Never have I thought that guy calls himself Liam because he's shortened William.
Only if ever, Natalie, if it was a lowercase Liam, and you think the first half of it's fallen off.
Liam, does sometimes you go along with it because it's too hard to have those conversations with people over a phone? Sometimes they're international.
I do have to sometimes, mate. You know, it's like,
I do, actually. Byron Shammer. There you go. There's a great name.
Yes.
Yeah, so Byron always international calls when he's trying to follow up something that people wouldn't get it. He just have to go with Brian. Is that Brian?
Okay.
You just got to give up.
I guess so.
Yes, it's Brian Shammer.
Excellent work.
Well, we've all learned a lesson there, everybody. And you know what? If you don't want to be called something, speak up.
Yeah, that's right. Don't be Tyler waiting for 4.5 years.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Time to meet one of my friends, everybody. Well, he's a friend to all of us
Yes,
because
he
he
is.
used to work here. He is one of the friends who's going to be in Nat Lock and Friends, my friend show tomorrow night.
He got let go for stealing.
No, he left.
Stealing hearts.
He left for YouTube fame and fortune. Matt Storer, welcome back to Nova.
Hello. It's
Now,
good to be back.
Matt, what is it like inside YouTube now?
Inside
you moved in.
Yeah, the YouTube headquarters.
Yes.
Yeah. There's like 4 million people in the office.
Wow, that's full on.
A lot of really obnoxious.
Put in for food.
Yeah. The fridge is massive. You wouldn't believe it. And it's all past its date. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, we've had so many people who we've worked with over the last 12 of these guys over 20 years that have gone on to big things.
Yeah.
And you're one of them, right?
Oh, I think you're like,
No, you are.
And then there was
None
you.
of us can do that.
and then medium things.
Tell us how YouTube set up started catching fire, and then you had enough had enough viewers to be able to nick off and go and do your own thing.
Yeah, well, it was kind of I think a lot of comedians had like a weird thing after COVID where they were like, do I like doing stand-up only?
Yeah.
It was just, I think everyone had a kind of reset.
Or do I like spinning signs out the front of a pizza store?
Yeah. Is barista my passion?
My calling.
So I started making videos back then in like 2021 to pretty much nobody. And then some platforms did well, but they didn't really make any money. But then, YouTube mid last year, I don't know why. It was like someone pushed a button, the algorithm, all the videos were already there, but the algorithm just picked them all up.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you'd done all the work and it was just sitting there and you thought,
It was all
that's
just
not gonna
sitting there, and I
amount to
figured,
anything.
YouTube's never going to like me. Maybe
Yes.
they just don't like my content style. And then in April of last year, it all just, I think I went from like 0 to 100,000 subscribers in like a few weeks.
I
And then
watched
it just exploded
a
from then,
documentary on that sort of thing, and it's like, and people were like trying to pinpoint the time where it became a thing, and they couldn't. And there was a girl on there that had content on there for like probably 6 years or whatever, and then suddenly she blew up.
Yeah.
We see it with songs. I mean, Chapel Roan, she wrote "Good Luck Babe" years ago, and now that's in the chart.
Yeah.
And similar thing, everyone goes and listens to
So
a
that
back
must be-
catalogue and goes, oh, wow, you've always been...
So that must be that's a different way, isn't it? So putting something out and then people reacting straight away, but then putting it out, forgetting about it, and then having people to react to it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But when do you make a point then to go to a level, that happened in April, right? And all of a sudden it's blowing up and you're going, okay, this is nice, you're still working here and all the rest of that stuff, to then going, oh my God, I think
I can do this a job.
We have to meet certain metrics and then you can get monetized. And then it's when I actually started getting paid that I was like, okay, but this is probably like, going to be like a month or two of and then it's not going to be.
gone.
Yeah.
It was after it was sustained for like 6 months that I was like, I would feel bad if this died away and it was because I was working a full-time job.
So you were making more with that than Nova.
At that point, yeah.
Hey, we went from YouTube. Do you get paid like weekly, fortnitly, monthly? How does it work?
Monthly, yeah.
Monthly.
So like,
So
you
just
can
a
see your
deposit
tally.
goes into your bank account at the end of the month.
Yeah, from Ireland for some reason. Which,
Ireland?
yeah, feels
And
a bit mafia.
And how do they value each part?
As in, as in how much? It's so weird.
And does it vary?
depends
It is very,
what type
obviously.
of content you do, and therefore what type of advertisers want to advertise with you. Like if you're doing really edgy
And
content,
do you have to
then-
say yes to the advertisers or no?
No, I mean YouTube puts ads on your videos even if you're not monetized.
So if Donald
just
Trump
start
wants to
getting-
put a MAGA campaign on there,
Sorry,
Donald Trump wants to put a MAGA campaign on your...
Oh, yeah, he probably. I don't think he'd have a good audience crossover. I think Google will probably figure out.
So the sort of content you do is song parodies, yeah?
Yeah, song parody, musical comedy, original musical comedy as well. But
Yeah.
that in general. So
Yeah.
it's been good.
And look, you told me once that a lot of your audience is actually overseas.
Yeah, like 60% of my audience is Americans. The reason
amazing.
I started content creation was to sell tickets at like festivals and shows and stuff, and that still isn't really happening. Sorry, Nat. But if I ever
sold
go
out
to New
tomorrow,
York,
don't feel bad.
I'd go Broadway. Yeah, no, for
Why
some
have you
reason.
gone over there yet?
Good question.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Get
no,
over
I should
there.
get over there, do a tour. If you're streaming this from the USA, I'm coming for you.
Because most of our listeners are in the USA as well.
Of course they are, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Do your fans have a name?
No, my wife enjoys spitballing that though.
Okay, yeah.
She called them mathematics. yesterday, which I thought was cool. I've never put them any. I think you can't. It's like giving yourself a nickname. I can't name my own fandom. That'd be strange. Do your fans have a name, Nathan?
No, we know them by name.
We don't have
So few.
Yeah. When it's three people, they don't really group together. Correct. I mean, I suppose the Witches of Eastwick did.
We call it murder. Are you looking forward to this show tomorrow night, obviously? And I want to know, has Nat already given you the heads up where you're performing, what time that you are on?
Yeah, I forgot the time, but I looked it up yesterday, and there it was. So I'm ready to go. Rip around, ready to go. I'm excited. It's probably I haven't done a sold out show in quite a while. I've been kind of quiet during Fringe, so
because normally in previous Fringe Worlds you have had your own show that you've been doing, but you didn't do one this year. Why? Too busy doing YouTube.
Just gobbled everything up, to be honest. Yeah. So I could have just trotted out an old show and done it again, but I don't know. I want to do something new. I am working on something new, but I just have to chip it away in the background of making 2 pieces of content every week.
Now, famously, you actually for the Edinburgh Fringe, you sort of mortgaged yourself and went over there with a big show, and then got sick for
5 shows in. For 5 shows into a 28-show run.
But how funny they should have introduced you and you not come out and then that be your show and people go, that was actually
very creative.
Genius.
Yes.
That was genius and hilarious.
And then what happened this week?
Same thing.
So you think you're allergic to performing?
Well, I have a friend comedian who likes to tell me every time it happens that it's psychosomatic and that it's all in my head and I'm just doing it to get out of it. And now I'm partial to it, considering how often it happens. Maybe. No, I don't know. But I sound all right.
Yes,
like
that's right.
I'm talking to a
so
mic
you've taken
tomorrow night.
some appropriate medication and you're good
medication,
to go.
yes. None of the inappropriate medication.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. What's a bag of meth there? Is that yours?
That's got nothing to do with his sore throat.
He's got some stuff to do this afternoon.
That's just the only way I can do breakfast radio. I can't believe you guys do this every morning.
I know, it's awful.
My alarm went off this morning and I was like, 20 years?
Hey, our favourite thing is whenever we have survey day here, or sometimes everyone will have to come and do, when we do an OB, everyone will come in and work early.
They have to come in early,
And then they're all like, you know what, this isn't that bad, isn't it? It's like,
okay,
now do it again tomorrow. And then tomorrow. And then the next day. And then the next day.
And then repeat for 22 years.
Yeah, wow. Has it... now I'm interviewing you.
Has it affected it?
Really? Have a look at it.
Okay, all right, fair enough. That was an insensitive question looking back.
Yeah. You always look at the clock. You always work out, and then you think, could I have a nap here? When someone rings you and you can't be bothered talking, that's the worst, isn't it, Sean? Natalie and I, we can go home and not talk. Sean has to go home and talk to his same family. He's like, shut up, I've already done a show.
I get told I'm boring all the time, which is probably
that's why I asked, though.
Because we put all the fun of our lives and our bodies in here, and then we've got nothing left when we leave.
It's boring.
Yeah. It's good. It's been good.
Yeah. It sounds like you guys will be here for decades to come.
Well, there's no other options, Matt.
YouTube's knocking down our door at this point.
No, exactly. So you got a plaque and everything. You get the plaque.
I got the silver plaque. I kind of thought that was a myth. I didn't.
Yeah.
When you get to 100,000 subscribers, they make you a custom YouTube play button. It's silver. And it has your name on it. It's in my room.
Oh, it would have been good to bring in, wouldn't it?
So I'd imagine gold is $1 million?
Gold is $1 million. So
what are we at?
I think we're at 720.
Yeah.
Do YouTube do specific deals like Netflix do to create original content?
Like specials? They used to have YouTube Red, and they would pay certain YouTubers to make shows. It sounds like it. I think that's why they rebranded. But no, I don't think they do that anymore. So that'd be nice. Or maybe just Netflix could pick me up. They'd listen into the show, right?
They do, because Kate Walsh is our best friend, and Kate Walsh works for them in all the
Netflix shows.
Well, hint, nudge, nudge.
Well, that's Matt Storen. He's one of my friends, everybody. Tomorrow on the show, your last chance to win tickets.
Alrighty, Nat. It's going to be awesome.
No.
And just in case Matt does come down with a lurgy, can someone that's coming please just have a few knock-knock jokes ready?
Call in if you're funny. You're probably better than me.
That's not true.
No way, mate.
He's very funny. Thank you, Matt. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see ya.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
What a treat for us here in the studio right now.
Now, we've been following the adventures of our boss, David McClung, here, because he had a goal, Sean, and the goal was to be more gay.
Absolutely.
The The thing is, though, David wasn't really ticking into the gay boxes, and he thought, you know what, I'm going to lean into the community and see what I can get. And you are going to a concert.
You joined a gay swimming club, which was a step in the right
direction. What are they called again? They're the
Rainbow Swans. I saw them on the weekend.
We'd love to interview them, by the way, Rainbow Swans. We'd love to have you in for an interview.
No. So, David, you're away this weekend. Yeah, going to Luke Combs. I'm so excited.
So in Melbourne, yeah?
Yeah.
Luke Combs is a country and western singer, of course. And people love him, but that's not particularly leaning into the gay, Dave. How are we going to combat that?
No, this is not... No, that's not what I was trying to do. My question was, I came in here this morning and I bought a cowboy hat for it, and I was worried that the cowboy hat made it a bit too much. So you said go and get the outfit on and show me what it is.
Yes.
And then,
which you've done.
So if your goal was to lean into the gay, you have found the outfit. I tell you right now, David goes, I think there were cowboy hats too much. I said, cowboy hat's not the problem.
Can you describe what he's wearing?
Let's talk you through. So you're wearing black denim shorts.
And they're not, they could be, you know what, they could be shorter, and they're not. Which shows
they're not as short as they could be.
You respect your body.
Yes.
And so there's those.
You've got a red and black
flannel shirt.
Cut off with no sleeves.
Oh, well, showing his guns.
He's got the guns. Yeah, you get arrested for those.
And he's got the cowboy hat. Is that from Shane?
Yes.
I
can tell that's for a woman.
Stomach, and a black cowboy hat.
You are 2 blue rhinestones away.
To be fair, you're wearing white sneakers and crew socks.
Yeah, well,
so that's not overly.
I didn't want to.
Don't worry, he's come to the other gay person. I'm going to lean into some cowboy boots. And also a cowboy belt.
Yeah, because
we all get issued it, Sean. We all get issued it, but none of us are convinced that we look straight in it. That's going to. I think you look great, and your body is banging. But I'm worried for you.
Do you think you fit in? Because everyone's going to be wearing a plaid shirt. I'm wearing a plaid shirt. Yeah, everyone's going to be. Yeah. I'm a little. I think the cowboy hat might be a bit too much, and there's going to be a few.
If anyone asks, I watch Yellowstone. You watch Yellowstone. If anyone after the concert asks you to go to the train station, say no.
I don't know what that
Do not go to. If they say come with me to the train station, say no.
Okay.
We'll never see you again.
It's good.
I think it looks really great.
I think if you're going to go to a Luke Combs concert, you might as well just lean into it, Dave.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Or a whole hog.
What do you like about Luke Combs? I don't know. I'm really into country music at the moment.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yep. I saw him a few years ago, and since then he's become massive. Like, he's still in Marble Stadium.
It's
huge.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
You going to take a lasso?
No.
What if you said something like,
no.
Lasso them, pull them
I think
closer,
this is enough. This is probably...
That's how Sean caught his wife wearing exactly that.
Quick question. Will you be firing up Grindr while you're at the concert to see who's nearby?
Are you kidding me? Grindr has already detected this.
Yeah.
Grindr, sometimes you don't even have to be on Grindr. Grindr will... The satellite will come and go... when it says a concentration of gay. No. And then it sweeps in and gets your details.
No, I'm going there for a nice quiet weekend.
Not dressed like that, you're not.
So he's not going to be grinding, he's just going to be chewing it in.
Well, have a great time, Dave.
You look wonderful.
If you're wondering what he actually looks like, we will put it up on our socials because it is just a feast for the senses.
And if you're wondering later on that night after Sean comes why he's walking like a cowboy, you'll know.
It all makes sense.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Something exciting's happened.
You just said something about the person that's on the screen.
No,
Kylie Minogue.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I said get that old lady off the car. Only because I think that I think Kylie has always aged quite well, even though she's had surgery. And I feel like Kylie now is putting on too much makeup. She doesn't need it. She's pretty. And
I think she needs it.
Okay.
You get the blush. I'm looking at Sean's face. Something very exciting happened. There's been news that's been sprinkled around for a while now. Rumours, innuendos.
Innuendo, yep. Skullduggery.
Hit it. It's coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Do you know how many people I had Nathan contacting me saying, has Nathan seen this? Has Nathan seen this?
Oh, yes. Don't you worry.
Nathan's seen it.
Nathan's seen it. So, Sarah Michelle Gellar said that she would never, ever reprise her role.
She decided she needed the money.
Yeah. No, she said that it was in a perfect bubble, and it was.
Yes.
And part of the reason is Joss Whedon, who got done for mishandling staff and all that sort of stuff, a bit creepy.
Yeah.
So he's not going to have anything to do with it. So a lot of it came from the writing, but she's going to come back as Buffy. Of course, she's older.
Yeah, this is the thing. Another reason not to reprise it is she's 25 years older than she was then. Do you know what I mean?
No, but this is the deal, though, Natalie. The last episode of Buffy, right? So to one generation, a Slayer is born, right? So there's only one. In the last episode, she gave the power to everyone that potentially could be a Slayer. So it changed the landscape. So it really made it probably as open to have a sequel or a reboot than any other franchise. And it's coming, Sean. And I'm so excited. And it's
You
gonna be
can't tell. Honestly, I've never seen you so excited. You're genuinely excited.
It's generally it's one of my loves.
Yeah, I know you spoke about it, but I'm
I love
seeing it
her. I love
firsthand.
the show. I love the writing. I think it's so great. I'm buzzing.
Is everybody else coming back?
Was that Xander's Nicholas Brendan's not doing too well. Bit, crimey, getting arrested, drink driving.
okay,
sort of
so
thing.
he's out.
Willow, Alison Hannigan, of course,
Yes.
she was huge on How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
So Willow, of course, will be coming back because Buffy ended up continuing on as a comic book. I never read it. It's reading, and
The comic book was reading. Okay.
Giles, he's still around.
Yeah, so
Anthony
that's
Stewart
Anthony
Head.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oz, who was Seth Green, his name's Seth Green, he's still around. So, yeah, they said they're going to be coming back, but it's going to be focusing on a younger cast. The scriptwriters are in there now.
Is it going to be like Grey's Anatomy that's just got Meredith overseeing the rest of them? So Buffy's just going to be like
And
a
that's fine.
figurehead essentially, and then the younger slayers will be
So
doing
they
their
just
thing.
go and kill vampires and stuff. So
They slay them, Sean. It's in the name.
Sean, so Sunnydale, which now Sunnydale's gone now. Sunnydale's on the hell.
That's where they live.
On the edge of a hellmouth. And now hellmouth is basically an opening to hell.
Okay.
And it was like a magnet to all paranormal sort of stuff. So it was very dangerous for her. She was 16, remember?
You ever thought about
she was
leaving?
16.
That's a lot, yeah.
Parents had
She
it
was,
there.
and also, like, what's she going to do for a job? She can't have a job because she's out killing vampires and she can't get paid for it. Anyway, it's a whole, like, real relatable problems. Can I tell you the other shows that are rebooting?
Oh, okay.
Okay. There is a reboot of Jurassic World.
Yeah, I know.
Which was in the cinemas last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were. There's a promo on
There's
TV
a
this
reboot of
morning. We're
Jurassic
talking about it.
World,
The trailer's out.
right?
Yeah.
There's a reboot of Scrubs coming out.
But I ain't got no scrubs.
They got Scrubs, Sean. And this is a weird one. There's a reboot of Malcolm in the Middle.
But they're all
They
grown up.
don't live at home anymore.
No,
What
it
is
would be, that would be
could
be
be.
relatable with the adult children
Living at
returning
home.
home to save up the money to get their house deposit while reaching off their parents. That's totally relatable.
Yeah, so Malcolm in the Middle is coming back.
I think we had this conversation yesterday. Everyone's so scared of doing something new.
Yeah, I know. It's
It's a
true.
reboot. Songs are all remixed.
Yeah.
Just chuck someone else in there.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. Anyway, Saturday on Reheated.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.